like science.
I like science.
I like science.
Boy, she said it a little faster that time, I think.
Science.
Pretty good
Yeah.
progress.
It was
It's like
also
she's in a
very
hurry.
loud. It was very loud compared to the sound that's coming from
Urgent
you.
message.
Just so
I have a
loud.
message for you.
You have a
Gotta
message
get
for
it
you.
through.
Yeah. Anyway.
Message in a bottle. What would the police be without reggae?
I don't know.
Yeah. Where would punk be without reggae?
I don't know.
Where would goth be without reggae?
Reggae is the root of modern music.
It's a root of a lot of alternative music for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Interesting.
Clash, well, half the Clash songs I think are reggae.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Guns of Brixton, that's a reggae song and a half. Bum,
Well, anyway,
bum,
here we are.
Yes.
And we can do banter in a minute, but first I want to remember to do the things that I need to do, which is to
Right.
say thank you to Dan Gunther for the use of his spreadsheet. We are most appreciative.
Domo arigato.
Yeah, yes, yes. Gracias. And
Spasta.
you know, the usual stuff of thanks Patrick for still being alive while living in Minnesota.
Yep.
And
Dankeschön.
and also just being the best. And like Patrick and Dan are like my top people that I love, that I don't actually have. I've never actually been in their physical presence, but I don't think that that matters. I think what matters is that they're fabulous people. So
They're like a sponge and a starfish, and you're like a squirrel with a helmet on,
okay,
and you're all under the sea.
right.
Yeah.
We live in a pineapple. No, that's just SpongeBob.
Right.
Only SpongeBob lives under the sea. But anyway, thanks Patrick for just being you and all the fun things you send me on Messenger. Just I adore you. So yeah. Also, fight fascism, fuck ICE, you know, the usual, because we're still living in a fascist state.
Or in
And
Latin, it's facice.
facice. I love it. Facice. That's great. That's a great word.
Mm-hmm.
Facice. Fight facice.
Yep.
and then all of the MAGA people will be like, "What?
Facice.
What's fajitas? What?"
Yeah. Like itchy, scratchy show. Facice.
Facice. Yeah. So here we are. Welcome back. I
Oh,
hope
that was quick
everybody's
too.
good.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe everything's accelerating.
Maybe.
It's cosmic. It's because of the Big Bang, and we're actually accelerating through space.
Yep. And one day we'll just fly right off the planet.
Unless we're slowing down.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Don't confuse me.
The theory goes that we're accelerating since the Big Bang, and there's probably parts of the cosmos that's accelerated past the speed of light, which means from their perspective, we're traveling past the speed of light, which means we should probably like disintegrate, but we don't.
Okay. Thanks for that,
Yeah.
for me to ruminate on and worry about, you know, everything. So
Yeah, we're hurtling through space, no big deal.
we're hurtling through space, no big deal. Kind of like this episode.
It's mostly empty space anyway. It's like, what's the chances of hitting anything? Just ask the dinosaurs.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like, if it's mostly empty space, then why is there so much of it? Why can we see so many things in the sky? So,
Because the emptiness doesn't get in the way.
no, right. Sure. All right. Well, we're talking about an episode of Star Trek today, of course, because that's what we do.
Ooh, actually, the emptiness does get in the way, which is why stars twinkle. Because otherwise they'd be as bright as our sun or as our planets. But because they're so far away, they
So
twinkle
far.
because of all the empty space they have to pass through to get to us. And
That's
so it's like
amazing.
looking at something through water, that they're kind of
And
wavy and they twinkle.
well, that, and we're also looking at things that don't actually exist anymore.
Oh
A
yeah,
lot
there's
of it.
stars out there that don't exist anymore. They went supernova, but we still
Yeah.
see the light of them, even though they're no longer there, because
Yeah.
they're that many light years away.
And there are like black holes all over the fucking place. There are
Yeah.
star systems. There are planetary systems that are orbiting a fucking black hole because their star died. It's
Yep.
just crazy. It's crazy. Just stay back from the event horizon. You should be fine.
No, I don't know, because I think stars typically expand before they collapse. So the the star would eat, very Pac-Man-esque, very that game with the ball you roll up.
Oh right, Tachigama, or
Yeah,
is
whatever
that
that's
what it
called.
is?
Yeah, the one with the weird looking king and everything.
Takigama? I
Yeah.
can't remember. It begins with a T.
Yeah,
And everybody
basically,
is
yeah.
shouting at us right
All right.
now. We can't hear you because this is recorded. But yeah, shout at us on social media.
But it's more like a hungry, hungry hippo that the star would expand and gobble up all the planets like they're marbles and
how
then collapse into a singularity and become a black hole.
well, it is there's a lot we don't know about
Because, yeah,
space.
when our sun eventually dies, it will expand enough to consume us before it'll collapse.
We think.
Yeah. Well, well, yeah. I mean, if you trust physicists, then yeah, that will happen.
Well, and that's the thing is that we still know very, very little about this universe that we live in.
Well,
It's
we know
we
what we've observed anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is we don't have context for a lot of those observations.
Mm.
So therein lies the rub. And it's yeah, it may turn out that we're wrong about everything.
Yeah, I
But
guess that's true. Well, physics depends so much on mathematics that I kind of trust that more. Biology's a lot more messy.
mm,
Biology's all over the place, and that's why the life science and the physical sciences really butt heads,
yeah.
because it's really hard to follow like evolution through the eyes of physics and vice versa. You can't really look at physics through an evolutionary lens.
I will say that my science classes, my favorite was physics.
Yeah.
So
And I'm a biologist, which makes sense. Just kind of like the book I'm writing.
hmm,
One character is more into biology and the other one's more into physics.
hmm.
Yep. And so they
It's
have
not
different ways of looking at how the world works.
it's almost as if you're borrowing things from our
Like I'm
own
basing them
lives.
on us somehow. That maybe that's why she's a Star Trek fan. And he's into
Yes.
horror movies.
Oh, goody. My True Lime packets are finally going to arrive.
True Lime. True
I
Lime, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie with Jamie Lee Curtis and Bill Paxton and Tom Arnold and the little baby Alyssa Milano, I think.
no, 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 no.
Or
That's
no, it's
uh yeah.
not
Um
Dushku.
yes, Eliza
Was it
Dushku.
Dushku? Was
It was
Eliza
Dushku.
Dushku? It was Eliza
Absolutely
Dushku.
was Eliza Dushku.
Right, and she gets to ride a harrier and nearly fall off of it.
Yeah,
Right.
right. So
Never get a
yeah.
harrier that crash like crazy.
Yeah, they're ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like even in Saints Row, this is like the hardest plane to fly.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah, VTOLs
ridiculous.
are insane.
They're
It's
just
like,
terrible. They're
and
terrible.
they're a waste of fuel.
Yeah, and they're terrible.
Yeah.
They are so hard to maneuver.
Yeah, there's a
Give
reason we
me,
have helicopters.
yeah, I was just gonna say, give me a helicopter every
And
time.
helicopters crash all the time too. So it's like
Yeah,
things aren't meant to hover.
yeah. Well,
I
usually I
mean,
just,
balloons. I mean, Zeppelins were okay until one of them caught on fire, but yeah.
well, that's because they put fucking hydrogen in the blimp.
Hmm.
That stuff is like so that
And
lights up
basically
with
painted it with
anything.
thermite.
Yeah, it's like they were asking to
Uh-huh.
burn to burn
It's like,
down.
oh yeah, we put like hydrogen in there and then painted it with thermite and then it caught on fire. Big surprise.
Yeah, oh, imagine that.
Hmm.
All it takes is one little spark.
Yeah.
Just one little spark.
That's why
Oh.
you had that tower on the Empire Strikes Back building. Empire State Building is that it was for parking Zeppelins.
Yep.
And so you could use it as a basically a bus stop for Zeppelins.
Yeah, and how long did that last? Not very.
Not very long.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Went out of favor pretty quick.
No ticket.
Yeah. Anyway, we have a nipsa to talk about.
We do have Catwalk.
Catwalk, the catwalk.
They're too
Do a little
sexy for
turn.
your Porthos.
I'm gonna do a little turn. And
I'm too archer for the ship. Too archer for the ship.
this is why we're married.
Yep. I'm too Vulcan for this pillow. No, not pillow.
Ah.
What is she too Vulcan for? I'm too Vulcan for the smell. Too Vulcan for the smell.
Yeah.
You
Oh my
all
goodness.
reek of hell.
Yeah. Wow. Anyway, it's the catwalk. This is actually one of my favorite episodes of Enterprise, bar none, but
It's
it's
a
it's
good
an
one.
especially good one for season two. And yeah. So let's talk about that.
Let's talk about them wanting to go river rafting down a canyon that's 5 times as deep as the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, why would you do that?
It's Trip. He's an outdoors kind of guy.
I know, but it just like I would feel so claustrophobic to
Yeah,
be.
well, talk about claustrophobia. This episode's full of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. And I actually really love this episode, and at the same time I hate it because of the claustrophobia, because just
Ah.
seeing all those people packed in like sardines.
Oh, the
Well,
smell.
it's not quite
Oof.
that bad. Yeah, the smell, and they don't have a shower
Nope.
of any kind. So they have latrines, so at least there's that. But everybody's got to be pretty right by like day three,
Hmm.
and it's 8 days before they can come back out.
I like
So
watching Hoshi brush her teeth so by waving a light over them.
yes, if only it were that simple for
Hmm.
us. I
Yeah.
would love that. But yeah, so there's an alien vessel that approaches them,
What the sketchiest
and
three aliens you ever did meet.
very sketchy, but they are in a hurry to tell them, hey, you can't stay here. You got to get out of here. There's this storm coming, and if you're on this planet, you're going to be in trouble. So, and he's like, okay, okay, okay. So they take him to the ship, and they start determining. They find the storm on their
Hmm.
instruments, and they're like, oh shit, this is bad. So they've got to find a place to hole up until they can get through this storm. And there's no shielding that is good enough except in the nacelles.
Yep. It's 20,000 parts per million or something like that, I think he says. And
Yeah.
these three aliens, it's like the pathological liars from Saturday Night Live showed up, you know? It's like, yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah, stellar cartography. Yeah.
Well, they had to
That's
think
what
of
we do.
something.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
Oh yeah,
They
that
seem
escaped a
sketchy, but
fascist government. Yeah.
yeah, I don't blame them at all. But the storm is a neutronic wave front. It's traveling at high warp,
Oh, I
and
love
it's
that band.
half. Yeah, I know, right?
Neutronic wave fronts. I like their earlier stuff better, you know, when they were like really hard old school EBM before they like went future pop.
Yeah, I'm really more of a radiolite isotope sort of girl.
All
That's just
right.
my jam,
Well,
you
female
know.
vocalist.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So yeah, this when they come in contact with these aliens, this storm is really close. It's huge and it's really
Mhm.
close, and they have 4 hours to get their shit together. And so
Yeah.
they decide, okay, yep, well, we'll make a home in the nacelles. We'll do what we can. And I can't remember who it is that suggests a latrine, but I'm pretty sure it was Trip.
No,
No, it was
it was Mayweather.
it was Mayweather. You're right. It was
Yep.
Mayweather.
He's walking around with Trip and it's like, what about a latrine? And Trip's like, I didn't even think about that.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's an engineer, but he's
He
focused
has,
on
yeah,
engines and shit.
4 hours to convert the
Yeah.
nacelles into living quarters.
Yeah, that's
And that
that's not a lot of
includes
time.
patching into the bridge.
Yeah. Yeah. So and honestly, I really appreciate that Trip said jury rigged and not jerry rigged. It's
Yep,
jury rigged. It's always
yep,
been jury rigged. Stop saying jerry rigged. It's wrong.
yep.
So yeah. Uh but I can't read half of my stuff.
Dr. Phlox needs all his animals. He doesn't want to choose between them.
Yeah, because if he
Oh,
leaves any of them
yep,
in med lab, then they will die.
yep.
They'll be
So
killed.
T'Pol arranges for 5 more cubic meters.
Yeah, she gave him 15, and he negotiated her up to 20.
Yep.
Well, he
And then
didn't
you
really
go see him, and he
negotiate.
seems like how he has plenty of room because you think he'd stack them, and like they're all organized and all wide apart. And you're like, huh, you probably
Yeah,
could have fit in into 15 if you stacked.
yeah, but at the same time, you don't want certain animals next to each other.
Right, because of stress factors or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm.
So the extra space was well used, in my opinion. But yeah. I wonder what I wrote there. Sketchy.
Sketchy, does it say?
I think I wrote they're not sketchy at all.
Oh, right, our
Really.
pathological lying aliens
Yeah,
who put up blankets to shield out everybody, and they're whispering to each other. Do you think they're going to try to take over the Enterprise or something? Later
yeah,
on, they're basically have a hot plate in the dorm room, which is against policy.
yep,
The RA is going to kick them out.
yep. And Archer's the RA, by the way.
Yeah.
So, but the I think it was Archer that was doing some research, and he talks about the Taplana having been hit with
Hmm.
the same kind of storm, and all hands were lost. So this is no joke. The storm is no joke.
Nope. And
Yeah.
T'Pol was saying that she misremembered it when we know she doesn't. But the
Hmm.
Vulcans don't like to admit to failures, which
Yeah,
is
they
weird because
don't.
it's logical to not big yourself up. But the Vulcans at this time, they really like to sell themselves as being better than humans. And
Mm,
so the fact that humans could survive this storm through ingenuity when the Vulcans couldn't would be a really, black mark against them.
yeah. Well, I can't remember the entire story. It may be that they didn't have time
Right.
to, find a home inside their nacelles or what have you. But yeah. So yeah, we get the scenes of them moving stuff into the nacelles
Which is in
and like
itself claustrophobic when they're doing the pass along of everybody's goods.
yeah,
It's like you better hope that bag doesn't open and some embarrassing things fall out.
and Travis patching in the laptops into the
Uh-huh. Oh yeah,
into
and
the
all the
wall.
cut fiber optic cable.
Yep, because they have to reroute shit.
Yep, and all the iPads stuck to the wall.
Yep. And yeah, they're gonna buckle down and ride it out. And Archer, of course, announces, addresses the whole crew
Yep.
and says, "You may not be comfortable, but you'll be alive."
Yes.
And that is really the whole point: is to stay alive.
Stay alive, stay alive.
And of course, then they polarize the hull plating, which does absolutely nothing, as we've seen from the beginning of the
Yeah.
series. So, big deal. Don't
How do
care.
you polarize the whole plating? Do you ask it whether it likes cake or pie? And then it can't decide, so it's like, well, I'm kind of polarized on this. Cake or
Honestly,
pie?
it depends on the kind of cake and the kind of pie. I mean, you
And
can't just
cake or
say cake or
waffles?
pie because cake and pie have so many variations.
Mhm.
That's not a fair
Yeah,
question. So, you can't logically decide that question because there are too many variables.
right. So I mean, hence why it's polarized.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, and then there's a girl that Archer talks to whom we'll never see again.
Nope, the crossword girl.
Crossword girl. And
Oh, by the way, you can do the Washington Post, is it Post? No, Times. Washington Times crossword on your phone for like free.
do you mean New York Times?
New York Times. Yeah. Yeah, New York Times crossword
Hmm.
on your phone.
Yes.
So I was up late one night and I was like, what am I going to do on my phone? And it's like, oh, there we
Yeah.
go. I'll do a crossword.
And up to this point, Archer is still thinking the best of their guests, even if they are a
Hmm.
little weird and a
Hmm.
little, they're like hiding behind tarps and whatnot.
Yep, and they can't ingest the chef's food.
Yeah,
And people are getting kind of miffed at one another from the close quarters and
yeah.
to Paul, turn off your notification noises, your
Mm-hmm.
keyboard noises on your iPad. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
just settings. It's one of the first things you do. Come on.
Yeah.
Go in, turn off the click settings so
Well,
you're not making noises while you're typing.
yeah, because Archer, he pulls out his little, iPhone and he's watching water polo.
Put in
And
your AirPods.
Yeah, and then Archer looks at to Paul, and she's not happy, and so he turns it off, and then she starts playing, whatever it is,
I
Tetris or
think she was
whatever
working,
on.
but yeah,
And but turn off the little click noises. You
yep,
can do that.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
easily.
do that. So I found that amusing.
Hmm.
And yeah, Archer is a really good leader because he doesn't get angry with people, even in this situation. He gets upset with what happens later, but that has nothing to do with the people he's protecting.
Okay.
And so he's not sharp with anyone. He's just doing his best to keep the
Yeah,
peace.
we'll get that in season three.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Season two, Archer's just trying to get along. He wants to meet new aliens.
yeah,
He's like a dog. He's like a spaniel or something, There's a reason he has the dog on board. 'Cause he
yep.
pretty much has that puppy dog kind of approach to things.
He's kind of like a golden retriever,
Yep. Our Nepo
but
baby
smarter.
golden retriever.
Nepo baby.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because his dad designed the engine, right? And that's why
Ye-
he's basically captain.
And did it not occur to you that he also helped with that engine?
By what, holding a spanner and then handing it to his dad when he needed it.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Dave. Whatever.
Oh,
Anyway,
is he an engineer? I guess he is.
yes, he is. So when we are talking to Dr. Phlox, and he's like, "Oh, I'm really fine with all this cramped stuff. This is how it is on Denobula." And Archer's like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, 12 billion people on one continent.
Hmm.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
12
It's
billion
like no wonder
people?"
they're all married to each other. You kind
Yeah.
of have to be.
Yeah. And oh, here's another great thing about this episode. So while Archer and T'Pol are talking before they settle down to sleep, they're it's hot. It's hotter than it would normally be because, even though the warp core is off and whatnot, it's still not. I mean, it's full of people and they have to seal it off. So, but T'Pol talks about doing the Coswan ritual.
Yeah, she does, which we just covered in the animated series.
I know. It's like back to back Coswan
Yeah,
rituals. Though
10-day
technically, yeah,
survival contest thing.
yeah. Technically, Spock did not go on the official Coswan
Right.
ritual. He went out to just see if he could do it, which is technically the Coswan ritual.
Except it's at
But
night and it's not as hot.
it's not as hot. It's not as hot. So they talk about doing movie night, and the next movie night is The Day the Earth Stood Still. Classic.
Klaatu, Barada, Nikto.
Nikto. Yeah. Um
And then they watch some Western.
yeah. It's interesting, before they went down into the catwalk, that Archer just stops at a window and just looks at it for a while.
Well, it
He's
is
like,
pretty.
it is beautiful. It is beautiful from the outside. When you get to the inside, it is a nightmare.
Hmm. And, addressing T'Pol about it. And, the Vulcans have a weird concept of beauty.
Hmm.
So she's like, well, we're going to be in it for like 10 days. So we're going to be able to scan it plenty while we're,
Yeah.
in the nacelle.
Yep. So, anyway, and now something has happened. This bad news. The antimatter injectors have come online.
Yep, which
They
is impossible.
Yeah, they could not have come online on their own, which means somebody else is on the ship.
Yep.
And so Archer goes to our guests and is like, "What do you know about this?"
Hmm.
And that's when they say, "We were part of the militia. The Our leaders were corrupt and we deserted, and we've just been trying to find some place to land." And they should have just divulged that when they got on the ship, but I understand why they didn't, because if they took that chance and Archer said, "No, you can't come aboard," they're dead.
Yeah, some races, alien races might accept asylum seekers and some might not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at our own country and
Yeah.
asylum seekers. It's like some
Yeah.
people want to welcome them and some people don't. So you never know.
Yeah, well, we're throwing out our own people right now, so
Ah, yes.
yeah. So people are already getting cranky, but with the antimatter injectors coming online, that's a problem
Right.
because if when they come
They'll heat up.
online and they'll heat up and
Mhm.
then eventually the warp core will be charged and it will turn on, etc. And for all reasons that we have specified before, that would be bad. It would be very bad for them to be in the nacelles when the antimatter injectors come online and the
Mhm.
warp core goes hot. That would be death sentence there. So,
Yes.
oh, excuse me, I'm getting on. You could go ahead and not cut this out because we don't edit.
Unless we say
So,
something we shouldn't.
yeah.
Like me calling somebody a female,
Mm.
a woman lead singer.
A woman, a woman. But
The women!
they're the women. So of course there has to be someone who goes out to find out what's going on, and Trip
Well, of
volunteers
course it's Trip,
because
which
he's
is
the
weird
engineer.
because you would think T'Pol would have gone because she's more resistant to radiation.
Yeah, but at the same time, Trip knows more about the engine.
Right.
So uh yeah, the warp core and all that. So he's got 22 minutes before he is reaches deadly exposure. And as he's getting into engineering, he sees other people in there. There are other
Yep.
people coming down the stairs. And so, of course, he hides in the dark and turns off the light in his suit. And he sits there and he watches these people messing around with his warp core and
He
his
sits
fuel
there,
injectors.
and meanwhile, he's like in that suit.
Yeah, but they wouldn't hear it because you get a microphone on the inside that you can turn on and off.
Uh,
So, and so he sees what they're doing. He manages to evade them to get back to the catwalk. He tells Archer what's going on, and Archer's like, "Not on my ship, bitches."
mhm.
So, but that's really when they talk to the aliens and the three guys and find out what's going on. So, and
Now I have a phaser rifle. Ho,
yeah.
ho, ho.
Yeah. So Archer's going to go out there alone while everybody else, well, not everybody else, but Malcolm, T'Pol, and Trip try to get the warp core down and get the injectors down as well. And so they're working on that while Archer is basically giving these guys the runaround.
Yep.
And we find out from the aliens that about this fascist regime that they have
Mhm.
escaped from and how they would have been put to death if they hadn't gotten, because there is no leaving. It's that much of fascism is there's no leaving. You desert, you
Um,
die. End
So
of
there's no
story.
love it or leave it. It's just
Nope.
love it or else.
And that's what happens with corrupt leaders, because
Hmm.
yeah. So Archer's running around taking up the time of the people who are
Yep.
trying to get the warp core going, giving everybody else time to deactivate the ejectors and the warp core. And it's funny because Archer acts like he's the only person on the ship,
Hmm.
and I
And
love
that
that he's
per
protecting.
policy, you don't let the Enterprise go into the hands of an enemy. So if
Hmm.
he's the last person on board, he'll blow the thing up
Yeah.
if needs be.
Oh yeah. And I think that Archer would actually do that,
Oh yeah.
if he were the last person on the
Yeah,
ship.
he'd go down
He
with the
w
ship. That's what captains do.
Yeah, he wouldn't, however, do that with his entire crew on board.
No.
So it was a big old bluff, and these assholes fell for it. Especially when Archer's like, "Yeah, if you won't get off, well, I'm gonna destroy the ship." And they're like, "Yeah, yeah, right." Oh, he's steering us straight
Uh-huh.
into part of the storm.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
he's that
oh,
big
that's a,
lightning strikey thing. He's aiming
yeah,
for it.
the sort of tornado lightning strikey thing. He's oh boy, he's
Yep.
gonna run us right into one of those eddies. Oh shit. I guess we better leave because that's what these people do. They see ships, they come in, they take over, they kill everyone on board, and then they use that ship. And it's like they're constantly trading up.
Hmm.
So I wonder if the ship that had attached to Enterprise was even their original ship, or was it something that they looted from somewhere else?
Good
There's no way to
question.
know. So, yeah. Did you freeze? No, there you are.
No, I was listening to you. I was
Oh,
being
okay.
attentive
I appreciate
for
that.
once in my life.
But yeah, so they basically have 20 minutes to stop the baddies.
You have 20 minutes to get your shit together.
Yes, and so Archer's being sneaky, like he does, and basically makes it so with driving into that eddy makes it not worth it for them to try to take the ship,
Right.
and so they ditch and run away like the pathetic little babies they are.
Cowards!
And Travis, they're really close to this eddy, and of course Travis is the best, and he steers them out of it. And they still have more days in the catwalk, but after 8 days, on the eighth day, it is
On the eighth day, they
they have
lit a
it,
candle.
on the eighth day they light a candle, and they watch a western for movie night.
Yep.
And apparently, T'Pol totally gets all of the subtext in westerns
Of
because
course,
it's like,
because she can follow a storyline. It's like,
yeah,
oh
it's
yeah,
like
that guy's working for the other guys. And they're
the
like,
guy's
where did you
working
pick
for the
that up? And it's
sheriff.
like, yeah, he's obviously a mole. You
Yeah,
guys didn't get that?
this guy was working for the sheriff the whole time.
Mhm.
So, and Trip says to her, "Hey, we have movie night every week on Tuesdays. You should come."
Isn't that when she watches Frankenstein and sympathizes
Hmm.
with the
With
monster and all
Frankenstein,
that? Yeah.
with the monster, I should say,
Yep.
not with the
Well, he's
scientist. That
still
guy's
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein is a motherfucker. Okay, he
Oh,
is an
that the doctor?
asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is an
I mean,
asshole of the highest order.
that's the
Yeah.
story of Frankenstein. It's the doctor who's the monster.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Er,
So yeah, this episode is pretty straightforward. There isn't really a B plot per se.
um,
Because it's
it's
all
kind of like
connected.
the A and B plot are shaking hands because you have the A plot being the storm, possibly, and the B plot is about hiding the aliens on board.
Yeah, but at
Uh,
the same time,
yeah, but they're
without
really
the
the same story.
yeah, it's the same story because the aliens are the ones who told them about the storm.
Hmm.
So I feel like it's just all a plot,
Right.
in my opinion. But that's just me. So, but
Because yeah,
like
you could take the aliens out of it and not lose the A plot.
yeah,
So yeah. So
yeah.
in that way, that in my mind, that makes them two different plots, I guess.
Nah, disagree,
Yeah.
but that's a matter of opinion. So
Because they could have found the storm just on sensors alone.
yeah, but would they have been alive and long
Hmm.
enough to do anything about it?
I don't know.
So
That
that's the
depends on
thing.
the screenwriter.
They had no idea this thing was coming until these aliens told
Yep.
them. And
The aliens that are resistant to the radiation, so they didn't even have to hide anyway.
well, they did have to hide
Problem with
because
the
they couldn't be
yeah.
found by, if this former superior officers came looking for them,
Right.
they wouldn't want to be found. And yeah. And that's the thing about the catwalk is because of the shielding, they can't detect how many people are there or that there are
Yep.
people there at all. So, really smart thing to be in the
Hmm.
catwalk. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, boy.
And this is not the only time where we'll have a situation where the like 99% of the crew have to be in hibernation or what have you. Because there's another episode with the doctor, with Dr. Phlox, who's the only person who is awake on the ship because of this. I can't remember what they're
I
going through.
think
This
it's
part of
like
space they're
in
going through.
that weird tempest area where there's anomalies.
Right.
And I think it's one of the episodes where Archer gets really, really anal about his chair.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They're all in hibernation, and
Yeah.
Phlox is the only
Yeah.
person awake.
So yeah, the further they go into this place with all these anomalies and the weirder things get, they actually have to put people in hibernation while Phlox is slowly losing it.
Yeah, I don't remember all of that episode. I just remember
Yeah.
him walking around naked a lot.
Yeah, I think it was a part of a ongoing series when it really locked down on the long form narrative part of Enterprise.
Yeah. So yeah. So everybody lived happily ever after except for the fascists. And my only my only complaint is that the fascists didn't die in the storm.
That would have been nice.
Because fewer fascists is always a good thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Dave, how do you feel about this episode?
It was good. I liked it a lot. I liked the set for
Yeah.
the nacelle and the catwalk. I think that was really well done. I think they worked with patching things over and converting stuff over and giving the nuance of a crowded nacelle. I think they did really well. Good character moments, especially between Archer and T'Pol. Yeah, it's a solid episode, especially so early in Enterprise's run. I mean, maybe a season two, around mid-season episode.
Yeah.
It's all around good episode. Recommended.
Yep.
It's one of
So one
those
of
that, like they have the Starter Trek podcast right now, where it's like just introducing all these episodes that are must watch of, Star Trek series. Or what do you want to call it? Star Trek media.
there you go.
Whatever.
The Star
Star
Trek
Trek
universe.
Star Trek universe. There you go. The Star Trek universe. There's certain episodes from each series that you'll want to watch that are indicative of what Star Trek is, and this is one of them for Enterprise.
Yep.
It surprised me when they talked about it being September 18th. I would, oh yeah, this is before star dates.
Yep.
So it's like
This is
September 18th, and it was like, it's when?
this is before the Federation. This
Mm-hmm.
is like super old school.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. I really enjoy this episode. This is while it still gives me claustrophobia, it's one of my favorites.
Right.
It's definitely a standout in season 2. And yeah, it's a good time. I really like everybody getting their little moments. But Archer is really truly the protagonist of this episode. And yeah.
I could have done more with the crew member in the ponytail that I saw twice.
She
It's
was
like,
an
where'd she
extra,
go?
Dave. She was an extra. She didn't get a
Yeah.
speaking part. I'm sorry. You'll never see her again,
No.
unfortunately,
No.
because
It's like,
that's
hey,
not
ponytail. Oh, there's ponytail again. Oh well, never mind.
Yep. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. So yeah, it's interesting because there's not a lot of subtlety in this episode, and so it goes by pretty quickly.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of nuance and not a whole lot of discussion about this or that. I mean, there's a
Yeah, it
little
doesn't
bit
need
here
it.
and there just for character moments, just for building up tension to reflect that they're stuck in this nacelle for all these hours.
8 days.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah.
But it didn't need nuance. I don't think this is not an episode that needed that. It's basically Die Hard, you know.
Yeah, a little die-hardy, a little what would you call it? I don't even know. Little open water.
Mm,
Something like that. Something where, it's a survivalist sort of thing.
yeah.
Castaway, maybe, except there's more people
I've never seen Open Water or Castaway because no thank
because
you.
tension.
Yeah,
But
because people in the open sea. Nope.
it's
Nope.
like a life raft kind of thing.
Nope. 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 Nope.
So,
Nope. 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 Nope.
yeah.
Nope. I don't even like that Monty Python sketch that they're
Oh, on
doing
the
like
life raft?
yeah. Still no
How long
sign of
is it?
land.
That's
Well,
a
that's a
rather
rather personal
personal
question, sir.
question. Cut,
No,
cut,
I
cut,
I
cut.
meant how is it we were in how long is it we've been in the boat? Oh, shut up, shut up, start again.
I'd rather
Still
eat
no
Johnson,
sign of
sir.
land. Just
With
yeah,
with a
no.
gammy leg.
You don't needn't eat the
You don't have
leg,
to eat the
Thompson.
leg. You can eat around the leg.
Just look at that thigh.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that arm. Anyway, yeah. So that means it's time to find out what the next
It
episode
is.
is that we are
What number am I typing in?
doing. I don't remember.
I want to
because
say 967, but I could be wrong. It's
we have
probably
active
968.
Trek going on right now.
Active
So
Trek.
active Trek.
Yeah.
Active Trek.
Sorry, sir, you have active Trek.
Oh my god, that's great.
You tested positive for active Trek.
Oh. Scrolling,
Remember
scrolling,
in testing
scrolling,
positive, it was a good
scrolling.
thing?
Huh. Yeah, well, I guess it depends on what it is.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we are on 968.
Haha. I had a feeling. Oh, what a
Yeah.
feeling. 340.
Did you
That
say
sounds 340. That sounds like next gen, but we'll see.
it could be Voyager or Deep Space Nine? I don't think that it is next gen. It might be 340. Nope, it's Deep Space Nine.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah, it is season 3 again.
Oh, wow. Another season 3. We're gonna like get bingo on season 3, I swear.
Season 2 and season 3, we're going to get bingo soon. And this is season 3, episode 10. The episode title is Fascination.
Ooh, fascination.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder
I
what
could I could
that's
not
about.
I could not tell you from the title what that episode's about.
Fascination. Huh.
Yeah. So there you go. That's
All
your
right.
homework for next week. Deep Space Nine, episode 10 on season 3.
It's about tiny
Fascination.
hats
Tiny hats. Yes,
that are
it's
called
about tiny hats.
fascinators.
Fascinators. Yes, that's exactly what
Everybody
that is.
on Deep Space Nine wears a tiny hat.
Could you imagine Quark in a tiny hat?
I could.
I could totally imagine Morn in a tiny hat.
Mm-hmm.
That would make my day.
Odo.
Absolutely make my day.
Just a little detective's fedora
Yeah.
on his head.
Oh, I would love that. I want that now.
Mhm.
I want that.
They all have to be according to the character, so a little tiny baseball hat on Cisco.
Yep. Yep. Love it. Love
Jake
it.
with the little reporter's cap with the little press part in it.
God. Oh wow. Anyway, Dave, do you have anything you want to tell the folks?
I'm DJ Evil Dave on the internet. The Blue Sky for Shield Podulation is back. You can hear us on Hear This. There's only 30 episodes up on there, but if you don't want to go through any kind of podcatcher and give your attention to Spotify or Apple or whatever, then there's that website where you can download it for free or stream it for free. And that's pretty much it. I'm writing. I'm writing still. I'm writing now. I just keep writing. It's insane. This thing's becoming like a series.
Becoming like a series, honey, you already always planned it as a series.
I guess I did, but not this particular installment, but it's
Still.
becoming one. So I'm like writing 5 years into the characters that they would have originally met. So,
Yeah.
and so some of it is reflecting back on things that they have done. So there's some flashback stuff, but yeah. It's gonna be having to break it up into individual series, so trying to find the ways to end each part is gonna be tricky.
Yep. You can do it.
Yeah, I'll find some natural endpoints here and there, I suppose. I just
Yeah.
feel like resolutions that way they're satisfying endings while the story continues.
You can find me on Instagram. Basically, what I do most there is review books.
Books.
But if you needed to message me on Instagram, it is under uh all lowercase letters, Brandy underscore reads underscore all underscore the underscore books.
Right.
And I'm closing in on 500
That is insane amount of books.
in 2 years. And that's just ARCs or advanced reader copies.
That's
It's
not
not
reading for fun.
yeah, but
Well, you
that's the
still
thing.
read for fun, but
I
it's
still
not
read for
like
fun.
assigned reading.
Yeah, well, that's the thing though. I choose this. It's not like
Yeah.
anybody forces these on me. I always have the opportunity to decline.
Right.
And I have been careful about not overloading myself. So there have been, in fact, there was an ARC I looked at yesterday and I'm like, oh, it's a hockey romance. Oh God. And I'm like, no, you do not have time. And I let it go. So yeah, there's so many books and so
Mhm.
little time, and I really love reading. And it's even, to me, it's even better to help out an independent author by getting an ARC, reading the book, and then doing an honest review for them. And let's be clear, I know how to pick good authors. I haven't had to do anything less than a 4-star review so far. So there we go. Anyway, Dave's going to sleep, and he's nodding off. I had to wake him up twice during the
Yeah.
during
Yeah, there's
we were
some cozy
watching.
parts of this episode when they're sneaking around the ship that I was like, okay, I'm kind of settled in. When they kind of got out of the nacelles into some quieter scenes, I was like,
Yep.
then kind
And
of the grayscale nature of the show anyway.
and then I woke you up
Mm,
both times. So
mm,
I'm sorry, but if we were watching something for fun, I wouldn't have done that. But because we were watching something for
mhm.
this, I had to wake you up.
That's fine.
So anyway, so thanks for being with us.
Mhm.
We appreciate all of you. We really do. And uh gosh, live long and prosper.
Yeah,
Uh
that stuff.
uh that stuff. Yeah, be good to each other. We love you, etc. And bye.
Still up.
Still up.